Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Water. Welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Bill Monroe, Jr. We're talking about the process of figuring out opportunity on the saltwater north of Falcon and south of Cape Falcon as well, and some of the reasons as to why it might be positive or negative. And at least as of now, it kind of seems like south of Cape Falcon is going to be a little concerning.
Right.
But you have a positive perspective of what's going on north of that. We'll get to a little bit more about that in a second. But what you've got here, Cape Falcon, Humboldt to Humboldt Mountain, which is south.
That's south. Yep.
Okay.
So this is basically, when I say
these are some of
Cape
the
Falcon,
alternatives.
This is Cape Falcon. When I say Cape Falcon, I just refer it as to like Cannon Beach, Tillamook.
Sure.
Right in between there is Cape Falcon, right?
Right.
All right. So they may not have a Chinook fishery in the ocean south of Cape Falcon, which sucks.
Yes.
But what they are going to have is there will be some bubble fisheries, you know, Tillamook bubble. That's always a thing. But then we've got something to look forward to, and this is the non-select coho season that everybody looks forward to.
Meaning unmarked, unclipped.
Unclipped coho, because coho have made a comeback.
Yeah.
They're doing really well,
Yeah.
in my opinion. What they first said is like, hey, we can probably only find a way for like maybe 25,000 coho. Due to the initial coho forecast of the overall ocean.
Sure.
But once Columbia got upgraded to like 494,000, it actually allowed for a 30,000 supplementation potentially from September 1st through the 30th, whereas before it was September 6th. So it was like 5 more days of opportunity potentially to have something in the South Falcon Ocean, which is a big deal. That's actually fun for the people out in the Rogue or whatever. They've done all the Chinook fisheries, whatever. They can just go right outside and go have a something down there too.
When you're not elk hunting between the 1st and 30th, you mean?
I mean, that is a thing.
Yeah. Okay, so very interesting. Now I want to move to something that you alluded to about the Columbia and the summer Chinook fishery.
When we go back to, we look at Leadbetter.
Okay.
I wanted to also make it a point. I mean, literally, what they were saying for like our first initial overall open the 28th of June, right? It was for a 2 fish per day bag limit, which would have been a Chinook and a clipped coho, right? Well, once they started working this is how PFMC works. Once you start going through all this stuff and finding ways to say, hey, we can do this. This is the one I want. We all want. I want June 21st too. Once they figure this out, but when you look at it, the first 6 or 7 days, if it does open the 21st, would be a Chinook only fishery, which is added opportunity to the overall 28th coho opener, right?
Right.
And so then on the 28th, all salmon, which would be down to 2 fish. That's when it would go to a coho and a Chinook.
Right.
Yep.
Never
really
2 Chinook. It would just be with the 1 Chinook.
Correct. 1 and 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. And of course, all of the, Chinook have to be 22 inches in the ocean, whereas inside they need to be 24 inches.
Correct.
Right. Coho need to be 16 inches. Yep. Good. That's a thing. That is helpful. I think that's going to be a great thing. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. And I'm skipping today's meetings. I don't want to go because they're talking a lot of California E4, E5, E6 stuff, which is just numbers. No big deal. But Tuesday is going to be the real big, kicker.
Okay.
When they permanently lock all of alternative 1, 2, and 3, they lock it in.
Right.
To make their decisions off of what we're going to get.
So based on what you're favoring now, 28th, beginning the 28th.
Correct.
Or excuse me.
Well, the 21st.
Chinook only the 21st.
Yep, for a Chinook directed opportunity.
And that's in the main
ocean.
stem. Oh, in the ocean. Now, let's talk about the main stem Columbia.
So let's go into the main stem. Last year, there was about 55,000 forecasted summer Chinook, right?
Yep.
We were able to allow for a fishery from June 16, 17, 18, 19. It was 4 days of opportunity. This year, the number of summer Chinook forecasting is down significantly. And it was down enough to the point where it doesn't look like, at least on paper for now, until we can see what the counts are doing, there will be no
like a mid-season kind of update.
It could be a it could be an in-season update process where we look at dam counts, and if they get over, let's say 55,000 summer Chinooks show up, because you know that magic number when it switches, right, from springers,
June 1.
Yep, to summers. Okay, that's the magic number.
Right.
Once that goes into effect, then we're like, oh wow, look at all these summer Chinook going over when they could be late springers.
Either way.
Whatever, it's going to help.
Calendar fish.
It's going to help the situation, and they may say, oh hey, well maybe we can open.
Any reason why they made such a low forecast for summers, or are they, I mean, in that process? I mean, as you can tell, everyone, when we're talking about this, it can get confusing, okay? I mean, there's a lot that goes into this. We all try to make it seem like, well, God, we should just do it this way, and just open it. Well, it unfortunately just doesn't work that way.
That's so tough.
There has to be people that are making these decisions. You know, do we always agree with them 99% of the time? No. But we got to look at least some of the positives, right? So in the end, I want to be able to catch fish in the main stem as far as we possibly can. Yeah. But also, what happened to the summers? I mean, what the heck happened?
You know, I don't know. You know that the summer Chinook derived, fishery used to be epic.
Epic.
We're talking
125,
it was the
150,000.
primary time to be out there.
Yeah.
Tribes came in and they tried to help the situation once it started declining. Chief Joseph is up and running, and we don't know.
Interesting. I just want to know if it's actual real, if it's really that way. I mean, is it really, that's
this forecast being
that's
down
a conspiracy
below 40,
theory side of me. I want.
Well, this forecast being down below 40,000 is it's tough.
That's scary.
It actually is.
Yeah. I mean, it's my second favorite Chinook that travels the Columbia by a landslide. I mean, those fish are phenomenal.
Those are my favorite to catch. It's not just the fact that they're usually bigger. It's their spotting pattern, the very few spaced spots, they're the beautiful. Overall color of these fish. They just get me.
And they are.
And I like to sit and fish on plugs.
Yeah. And by the way, one of the best eating ones out there. It's the combination of a springer and a fall. I mean, they're fantastic.
I just love. I love plug fishing.
Yeah.
Because I can do everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, all right.
I know.
This is killing me. All right, we're going to hold on. I'm confused. I know you're confused too. When we come back in here a little bit, we're going to show you the information that you need so you can go look this up online and then just read the areas and information that you need for what you like to spend your time doing. It'll help, I promise. But when we come back with Bill, we're going to continue on what we get to look forward to the remainder of 2025. We'll be right back.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Yakima Bait, steeped in tradition, innovation, and fishing success. Procure Bait Sense, ruthlessly effective. And by North American Metals Incorporated, first choice for all your metal roofing and siding needs.